All right, fellas, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to Betsndat, the number one sports betting podcast in the Southern Hemisphere. The usual suspects are back in the building. Got our man Chimes. We got Chazza, about to sign with the Blues. We got Zeke. My name's Nate. Welcome to the show. How we doing, fellas?
Good, mate. Feeling good.
Yeah. You sure?
Yeah.
You sure, man? That's the energy, man. We start the show with a bit of gratitude as we do every week. Chimes, is there something that you're thankful for?
I mentioned him before, but I'm thankful for one of my best mates, Andy Sawama. I think anyone would be lucky to have a friend like him. He's what I call like a 3 a.m. friend. He's someone you can call any time of the day. Call him at 3 in the morning, and he'll be there.
Pretty enemy. No, this one.
You know? But yeah, he's just loyal. And shout out to Andy and his family bar, Betsndat Brewing.
Oh, beautiful.
In Morningside. I think that's the only Samoan craft beer brewery in the country. So best beer in New Zealand, Betsndat Brewing, Morningside.
So give a shout out to their Bisupo pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, eh?
Hey.
Right. I didn't think that they'll ever be on a pizza, but when we watched the Super Bowl there, bro, when we said that we all come to watch the Super Bowl together, but...
Yeah, Zeke, man. You're the only one that didn't show.
Sorry, man. Family.
Oh, yeah. Family of alcohol, guys. Chazza?
I'm grateful for this opportunity to do some coaching. Obviously, I'm with Sacred Heart doing their first 15, but there's just so much tradition and pride in playing for your first 15, and it's awesome to be part of a team again and to have the build-up for a game. So, obviously, I'm not lacing up the boots, but you can still feel the buzz, so appreciate it.
I'm grateful for my grandfather, grandparents in general. They all come over, make the trips over from the islands and took a risk.
From you where?
Fiji?
From Italy, no. And yeah, he's got only one grandparent left, so he's still kicking on at the TAB.
Nice. That's where it comes from. Damn it. Oh, I'm the only one that didn't do a deep one. I just want to say I'm grateful for Auckland FC. Day one, baby. For winning something meaningful for the 09, the league team hasn't done shit. And
the only trophy at Mount Smart.
Pretty much, eh?
Oh, no, under 20s, actually.
Oh, yeah. Under 20s. Shout out the Warriors under 20s back in the day. Auckland FC. But just having an event for spectators to go to and be proud of, Like not just going to fill up the stadium and then walk away for loss.
They lost like 2 games this season, I think. Something like that.
Did they draw? Are they undefeated?
Like mostly draws, but
they didn't lose any at home, mate.
Loss was...
I think they were clean at home.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah. What are we wearing today, boys? Don't worry about me. Everyone knows. FC.
Champions.
What do you got?
I'm wearing a LeBron James jersey, his high school jersey, the Fighting Irish from St. Mary St. Vincent, or St. Vincent Mary. The reason I'm wearing it is because LeBron, Luke and the Lakers, they're down 3-1 in the first round against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So let's go James, come on.
Can they do it?
If anyone can, he can. Like they were unlucky with the last loss, but yeah, I think they have to, man. Like they've just got to start with getting, the next game to make it a series again.
Yeah.
He won't get swept in the first round like MJ though. So
if he does, he's been hanging off Obama too much.
What are you wearing, Chazza?
Yeah, obviously with my grateful, I'm rocking the Sacred Heart jersey, polo. It's just...
How come you're not wearing the other jersey?
Yeah, I chucked the jersey on. I was a bit tighter. If my confidence gets up, I'll put it back on for the photos.
Hey, man, you're looking pretty scucks there. What you got on?
Thanks, Nate. Nate got sent over a jersey from Biola Fasale. This is Biarritz in the south of France. Beautiful place in the French top 14. Don't really know too much about these guys. Just Carmichael Hunt, my favourite player, went there.
They're a glamour team as well, eh?
Oh, they're like it's like Queenstown.
Oh,
like the flashy.
Okay.
It's like a real poshy place.
Yeah.
Old money.
Yeah.
But real nice, beautiful place. So
is Beulah out on in winter? Is he out on the ski fields and?
Oh yeah, I'm sure Beulah's.
What ski fields?
Man, and they're part of the world. It's an hour to most things. Obviously, Biarritz is on the coast, and it's 30 minutes from the Spain border.
Yeah.
So they just cruise, through their car and cross the border into another country. So.
Actually, let me get rid of a bit of haterade from my heart for my grateful before. I'm grateful to Beulah for just watching the show and then going, hey, what's your address? I'm going to send over. So he sent over that jersey and this other shit, which actually does fit me. It's like a nice, it's almost like a suede.
Like a Biarritz jersey?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not a jersey, it's a shirt. But it's got the logo on it and it's embossed and it's like, man, it's one of those ones you wear to a nightclub. I don't club. But that's a very, thank you so much, Beulah, for that. And he set the standard for other players who watch the show and do nothing.
Just longer, please.
Let's recap last week's bets, guys. Obviously, we all do our own individual multis. Chimes, you know, let us know how you went.
Yeah, for our multi. Oh yeah, yeah. But for my multi, it was a 4-leg one. I had 3 out of 4 right. So the Broncos plus 4.5. That was a bit of a gift as they pumped the Bulldogs. I thought Bulldogs were due for a subpar performance, but the main reason was because when I saw the line of 1 or minus 4.5, I thought that was a bit too low for a team that was playing as well as the Dogs. But you know, obviously the Broncos hurting from their Warriors loss, you know, they got up for it at home, and yeah, they were hungry and they delivered, mate. And also when I saw no Jordan Ricky was playing, that's when I knew it was a done deal.
Hey, sad to Jordan Ricky, man.
The other one was Knicks beating the Pistons in Game 3. And Raiders, Mina's come back and they beat the Dolphins by 40-28. The only one that missed, unfortunately, was the Blues. They lost to the Reds by 14. And Mark Talea got red carded in the first half. So,
yeah. Not bad, Urs.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Nice.
Yeah.
Close, but not good enough, mate.
Yeah, I had a close one. I lost all 3. I had the force to stay within 20 and a half. They got blown out by the Chiefs, which was the Chiefs boys just got on a roll and they couldn't stop in that second half. I had first scoring play for the Chiefs was a try. Bro,
I saw that.
1 minute into the game, and they take obviously that's an easy. If I was the captain or no. Easy 22 metre, easy out 5 metres out from the try line, and then get their maul going. Get a good platform for the boys, the boys up front to get into the game. But they took the 3, so lost that one. And then Crusaders Highlanders, I thought the game Crusaders would win between 11 and 20 points, but yeah, Crusaders were just too good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
tough. Zeke?
My one got off to a good start. I had Manly to win, $2.65. They beat the Panthers. Ruben Garrick, $3.30 to score. He got the first try. And I was like, man, this is it, bro. I'm better than the rest of these guys. And then I was surprised, man. Sunday morning, Eubank Jr. versus Connor Ben, under 10.5. And I was like, man, this is going to be the bet. The lowest odds on my multi is going to be the bet that's going to fail it. And it did. But I was surprised, man. They were throwing hands. And yeah, that was a good fight. And the last one, I was pretty much Ian Gary all week. But then I thought I had to make up for that $1.57 leg. So I just went Carlos Praetus. And he almost came through in the end. I don't know if you guys saw that. But no, yeah, he just, I don't know what happened to his brain cells. He just, gave the fight up. So yeah, 2 out of 4.
Not bad, I'll say. 50%. I only went with the 3 legs, you know. Broncos against the Dogs, $2.55, won that, didn't take the points. Knights to beat the Warriors is where I went down. I think I should have taken that a bit more serious. I just saw the $3.25 and it was the Warriors in Christchurch, plus the Thompson boys back there. Lost that one, and then I took Manly as well at $2.65 to win outright. So 2 out of 3. It's a tough life, man. Anyway, on to Lock or Laugh. This is the most important bet that we bring to the table for each of us. We stake our reputation on it, our expertise, and we pretty much direct you. If you are going to take a bet, it's from this lot, our Lock or Laugh. Chimes?
And starting it off, my lock didn't hit, right? I went with Manly and Penrith, either team to win by 1-12. I thought it would be a close game, but Manly were just too good and they ended up beating them by 16.
And I was cheering, eh? Come sit with me and Charlie.
Yep, I had the Blues total points over 28.5. They finished on 21. They got 5 disallowed tries. Obviously, Mark Talea, red card. 5 disallowed tries, bro. 2 of them, I thought, one of them, they went back like 15 phases. And he goes, there was a knock on. And I was like, they scored the try and he goes, and a TMO comes over the top. He goes, nah, go back. Yeah. And I was like, bro, that's rubbish. That's a rubbish call. So, 5 disallowed tries and then, Mark Talea getting red card in the first half, which is, I thought would be a yellow at best. And, just for all these rules and stuff, it's just getting...
Heaps of explaining for a failed bet. Anyway. Zeke, what do you got?
I had Bulldogs minus 2.5 versus the Broncos at $1.72. I thought, man, I'll just take a nice, easy one. How can the Broncos beat the Bulldogs? And we all saw what happened. I don't know. I'll probably make that bet again 9 times out of 10. Just the way they were going, Broncos. But yeah, as we said, rain's always equaling the playing field. Eh?
Yeah, I was cheering. Loved the beautiful game. Greatest first half of rugby league I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Nothing too much to report here. My 1-1. Chiefs minus 20.5 against the Force. They won that game 56-22, $1.87. You know the toughest thing about winning these locks? What? Like, you know, and it breaks my heart, you know, when other guys win their locks, reels are made straight away and posted to Instagram. I was sitting there. My team won on Saturday. The bet won on Saturday. And I was sitting there Saturday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night, Monday morning, Monday night. And I see all these other posts. I'm like, we're just putting on photos now. But, you know, I don't like to complain.
Family comes first, man.
But yeah, very grateful for the Chiefs there putting it on the Western Force. Speaking of reels, bro, this guy's reel, the one that you put together of Charlie, it went off, man. Is there anything to report back? You know, talking about you wanting to get your 100th game with the Blues. I saw so many people sharing it, professional athletes, rugby players, league players, politicians, everyone getting a piece of the pie. Has anyone reached out to you?
Nah, not officially or anything, but just heaps of love and support for this.
Is it a dream? It's a dream, eh? A goal.
Well, it was just chucked out to me, and I just said what I said, and like it is an awesome idea. But it would be awesome to get the 100. Like that is Blues means a big part of my life, and to get 100, and there's like a war, and all the boys that have got 100 are on the war. So to be able to do that would be awesome. But one thing I always, when I said it, I wanted to earn it. I don't want to just be have a promo and then you get to walk on and then you just come off the field and like make it as 100. I was like, nah. Like you earn to all those other ones. You can't just have a half-assed one. And
how many front rowers are there in the top squad?
About 6, I think.
So 6'5" is 35. There's 35 props across country, right? Like in their top squad. Would you rank yourself above any one of those props in the country?
As I am now? Yeah, I think I would go.
Yeah, clip that, please. Hey man, we'll just keep hunting that down. There, you know, that little goal of yours. Actually, not a little. That's a big goal, man. If you achieve that, would be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be a good little journey, eh?
Yeah. Looking at some of the news of the week, Auckland FC won the A-League Premier Plate first year and taking it out.
Nice.
Yeah. Were you at the game?
No, I wasn't, man.
I didn't see you there.
Oh, was it in Auckland?
Yeah, Mount Smart. Yeah.
I feel bad now. We should have went.
So much to talk about in that game, but you know, there's a lot of other stories.
Name one player. One player, Nate.
Magic Round this weekend in the NRL. Zeke kind of touched on this before. No Manly at Magic Round, which is pretty stink when it's like one of the biggest weekends on the league calendar.
No.
Shout out to Hamole, man.
He scored a mean try on the weekend, eh?
Oh, dude, it's best player on.
Would you have them there?
Yeah, how do they decide it again?
I'm not too sure.
I can't remember. It should be the Wooden Spooners. They just miss out. Nobody wants to see Parramatta 3 years.
Right. But if Mitch Moses is playing, I'd love to see
true.
him. Yeah, shout out Mitch. David Fafita, he's been dropped to the reserves by Des Hasler, who's on the hot seat at the moment. There's a lot of people talking about him being the first coach to get sacked this year.
Nah.
No?
No, I don't think he should. I think they just... It's hard, because they've got the same problem every year. They just fade in and out of games. All the talent in the world, man, they can score from all over the field. But, yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on. I don't think he should be sacked, though. He's an amazing coach.
What's your read on Fafita, David Fafita?
I don't know, man. I think he got the right end of the deal.
Yeah.
I think too much money, too big of a contract. I think he's just been, that game style, kind of same to the Halasima call that I made. That's the kind of path. Yeah. They're real explosive, but just defense and, the 1%.
He's only 25, man.
Who?
David Fafita. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. See.
I remember when Fafita first took up the contract to go to the Titans, right? And I was gutted. I was like, nah, anyone but him. I didn't really know how good Payne Haas was back then.
Yeah.
I'm glad they made that decision, eh?
Yeah.
Because we're trying to figure out who to keep, who to get rid of. But, yeah, man, he's got the Titans DNA in him.
I think he did set a high standard for himself, too, early on at the Broncos. Yeah. So, yeah.
Mark Deletta suspended for 3 weeks, Chimes. Does that affect your goal of going undefeated for the rest of the rounds?
No, well, that was already broken when they lost to the Crusaders. But on top of that, they're actually out of they got no chance for top 6.
Oh, real?
Are you sure?
No, they got.
I thought they're out, man.
They got out of all the teams, they probably got the best run home.
But they can win out and they can make it, or they got to rely on other people as well.
Nah.
Oh, okay. I thought they're mathematically out.
Because I think they knock out the Waratahs. They got the Force, 2 guys that are probably in and around the same area, just outside the top 6. But and obviously Hurricanes, Crusaders, all those guys start knocking each other out. So
tell them they never show you up like that again.
No, I love it, man. Still got a chance, man.
No.
Same as Moana?
Moana's got a tough run home, but it's still die this weekend. They got the Highlanders down there, so a team that's struggling as well, Highlanders. But if the Moana can pull it off, It
was really telling watching the Highlanders game where they made a mistake on the weekend and the camera went to Jamie Joseph and he's just having a giggle away. Like he was just having a laugh. He's like, no. That pretty much says it all for the Highlanders. Shedeur Sanders. Oh, now we're in your territory now. Shedeur Sanders, pick 144 in the 5th round of the NFL draft to the Cleveland Browns. Everybody thought, well, Mel Kiper, everyone wanted him or thought he was going to go in that first round.
Yeah, well, I mean, like he was mocked anywhere from like the first pick to like maybe middle of the first round. And then when it got real bad and it looked like he wasn't going in the first round, you'd think, okay, maybe he'll get the Geno Smith treatment where he'll stay at the draft in the green room, but then he'll just get picked in the 2nd round, But it just kept getting worse and worse. He went in the 5th round, and there was actually the Browns they picked him, but it was sort of a charity case in a way. It's like there's value there for sure, but they picked a quarterback a round before him. So it's like they're like, oh, he's still on our board, but let's just give him a go, even though really they didn't want to draft him.
Who was the QB they took before him?
I can't remember the name, but it was a guy at least a round before.
Yeah, so they got 4.
Not a big name at all.
So their QB room is...
it's a Sean Watson, his favourite quarterback.
Yeah, Joe Flacco.
Hey, whoa. Whites only, baby.
Joe Flacco, Deshaun Watson, who's recovering from his injury.
Yeah.
Shedeur Sanders, and then the other bloke. Forgive me, I forgot his name.
Other QB. And... it's like, did you see how we got that prank call as well? It was like a son of a defensive coordinator for the Falcons, Jeff Ulbrich. And so I think the coach must have had some papers at home with the numbers of some drafts eligible players, and then the son got it, and then he planned with his mate to do the prank call.
Because the NFL hands up those phones, eh?
Yeah.
It's not their personal number, so each player gets a phone from the NFL, and then only the teams have that number. Yeah.
Wow, that's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad.
But I think, it's still like up for debate why he fell so far. Because he's really accurate. He doesn't have a strong arm, but he's really accurate. Like he can complete like 70% of his passes. But I think the big thing against him is that you think he's an athlete, but he's actually not a good athlete. He gets sacked a lot, and he can't really rush and scramble and sort of pick up yards with his legs. So he's someone that goes backwards a lot. But yeah, like to go to the 5th round is crazy,
Is he dating Shenseea?
What's that, mate?
Is he dating Shenseea?
I'm not sure, bro.
That
I'm
The
too
singer?
old.
Huh? Yeah,
I'm too
so
old.
Yeah,
CJ Sensia.
Give us a dirty one.
Let's have a look at the week that was in rugby and Super Rugby, week 11 of 16. Chiefs versus the Force. Chazza, that was a big game, 56-22. Is there much to say there?
Yeah, bro. They just second half, bro. They just pulled away and to just dominate.
Yeah.
Congrats to Takiel, man. 100 games. So yeah, to see him go over and score a try. These are the things you dream of on 100 or a special occasion. So
What about when Wallace ran onto the field, eh?
bro.
Beautiful. Just
But
gun.
I've seen some of the journalists say, "Oh man, he was like up there with one of the player of the days," and I was like, "Bro, he only played like 8 minutes."
Yeah.
He was awesome, but
Yeah.
Is he a sacred boy? Wallace?
Wallace?
No.
Nah, Lascelles.
Lascelles. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. I was there for 1 year. Reds versus Blues. 35 to the Reds, 21 to the Blues.
Yeah, it was a quick start from the Reds. They it was 14-0. It was pretty much the same as the Crusader kind of game. And then the Blues kind of controlled most of the game, but they just got frustrated, bro. They just in the first half, I think they got 4 disallowed, and in the second half they got 1, and just all that pressure of just not being able to score, and then with all that possession territory, I think they just it just made it hard. They come back late, but just not enough time.
Yeah. Saturday, Moana Drua 34-15.
But yeah, oh man, it was an awesome game.
Awesome game,
The first 10-15 minutes, it was just like, man, there was heaps of scrums, heaps of knock-ons. Everyone's trying to do the 50-50 pass. It just wasn't working. And then Moana scored a try, and then it just become one-way traffic for Moana, and they dominated the draw race. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the draw, it's like they're just like, all they do is just get the ball out wide, but they don't earn the right to go out wide.
Nah,
and they
yeah.
just, it's like sometimes it works, but a lot of times it's just, it's so easy to defend because they're just spreading the ball, and it's just like, I don't know if they've got any variation. Is that Glenn Jackson, the coach?
Yeah.
I think they offer something like those, had no like sort of cutters and like pods set up. It was just all spread it wide and just see what happens.
I think they rely on like individual talent, like, and like to be fair, it's hard for a defence to mark. When some of these Fiji boys they do the little grubber through and they pick up, scoop, offload, like that's a hard thing to defend. Like it's, I don't think you can defend like how they don't put themselves in those opportunities to be able to do that a lot, and they just struggling at the moment, bro.
Highlanders, what a hiding. Highlanders 10, Crusaders 43.
Yeah, I had this game. I had between 11-20. It was about 25 points for a large part of the game, and then the Crusaders just put on last 2 tries. I think they pulled out to 21-0 within 15 minutes, and then it just stayed scoreless for about 30 minutes, and then Highlanders come back, but then Crusaders push on there.
And the last game of the round, it was the Brumbies Hurricanes, first Kiwi team to win an Aussie, 35-29.
That's probably the best game, the game of the round for me. I like the thing I like about the Hurricanes that they're playing a different type of game to what these other guys are. They just try to play the penalty, get in there, maul up. Where the Hurricanes are trying to use their speed and power, speed and skill. Most of the boys are trying to use their skill with their passes, there's little tips, and I think if they can perfect it, obviously they got Proctor back, and he was a big influence in that win. But it'll be interesting this week, Hurricanes Chiefs. So.
Very good. Now we're going to look at some NRL right now, and interesting week of results. Starting off with the big game on a Thursday night, which was the Broncos versus the Bulldogs, 42-18.
How often does that first half happen out of 10?
I'm not a stats man.
I got it totally wrong. I just saw you guys both picked Broncos.
Yeah.
So, and a few others picked Broncos, but I just didn't see it happening like that. I don't think anyone saw it happening.
I just thought that run was too good to carry on. If the Bulldogs in their history have only done that once before, what was the chance of it happening that game? And for me, it all aligned. Suncorp, them getting a hiding from the Warriors, maybe not on the scoreboard, but morally it was just ugly. I thought they'll turn up. I thought they'd win, but not by much.
Yeah, I thought they'll win and like at least cover that spread, because I thought it was real tight. But I just thought that the Bulldogs, if they lost, it would be a close one. Just like you said, that first half, the best defensive team in the NRL, just getting rolled over. Like, what was it? 30 points in the first half? 32?
32, yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
What, they go on to score one try in the second half?
Yeah,
The Bulldogs won the second
Yeah.
half in terms of, but
You know that old stat, no team that's conceded 50 has gone on to... You reckon the NRL scripted that? Told the Broncos to slow down?
No, I think
Let the Lebos think they have a chance.
they didn't want to see any riots, man. So, yeah, Friday night, Roosters, Dragons. I thought this was going to be close. Ended up being a hiding 46-18 to the Roosters.
Yeah, I tipped the Roosters. I thought, this is my favourite game on the rugby league calendar, I think. More than the grand final. It's just never disappointed. And... yeah, just great atmosphere. The Roosters house, it's rare that they have homegrown talent in their house or in their team alone. And Sanders Smith and that Hugo Savala, they really came out. And
Do they keep Sam Walker out of the team when he comes back?
nah, Sam Walker has to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna bring him back this year though.
Yeah.
It's like kind of on ice.
Can we give Charlie a minute to talk about James Tedesco?
He's the man. Eh? He's actually the man.
He's
bro.
gone, eh?
Start slowing down, man.
Respect my.
Warriors, Knights, and Crushers 26-12.
I thought this was probably the most underwhelming win of the weekend, to
Pretty
be honest.
much.
Like I put it up in that little post of big events or moments that happened over the weekend, and this guy's saying, "Where's the Warriors?" I'm like, bro, I'm not going to put up a dud win.
Yeah.
But
I mean-
if you let the Knights score 12 points against you, you should be relegated.
Oh, come on.
They had like what, two, 3 disallowed tries. I was like, yeah.
So yeah, it was closer than the scoreline was.
Any thoughts on that game?
Hey, man, we continue with ugly, and that's why we're top 4 right now, man. Ask our
Hey.
Warriors after was.
Overachievers.
Also on Friday night, Storm Rabbitohs. This one was close, 24-16.
Yeah, the rain again. I didn't realize it was raining in Melbourne. So I had another bet that I put out. I think it was Storm over like 30 points.
Yeah.
And they're pretty underwhelming as well, to be honest.
I never realised how important and fluid the attack is because of Harry Grant. Eh?
Yeah, I think he's their most important player. In terms of if you have everyone in there, yeah, he just dictates everything.
Cowboys eliminating the Titans from having a chance at winning the premiership, 50-18.
They started well, and then I think just old ways crept in. Dearden really showed his class in the second half. He has to be in that Queensland team somewhere. Yeah.
People were crowning Scott Drinkwater the best fullback in Queensland.
Bro, the Cowboys didn't even want him a couple of years ago.
Right.
Yeah, he was like, remember they forced him to fullback because Chad Townsend was a half, and yeah, I wanted him at Brisbane, to be honest.
Would you take him over Walsh?
Nah.
No.
At the moment,
You've
he's-
asked him that last week, too. He's already asked you that, bro.
Sorry. I just see him always playing on his PlayStation. Like, fuck, go learn some fucking running drills, man. Panthers, Sea Eagles, 26 to Manly, 10 to the Panthers.
Yeah, I think this really puts Tom Trbojevic ahead in the fullback race. He wasn't even at full speed, and he really made a difference. Also, shout out to Jazz Tavanga. He was in everything, eh?
Yeah, hearty.
First few games of the season, he was filling in at hooker, and now he's filling in for Jake Trbojevic, which is big shoes to fill. Man, he was everywhere. That edit's the best edit I've seen.
Raiders, Dolphins. Man, I turned this off when the Dolphins were ahead by heaps. Ended up being 40 to the Raiders, 28 to the Dolphins.
Yeah, but same like the Cowboys-Titans game. I don't know what happens to Dolphins. I think halftime was probably the worst thing that happened to them. Fogarty just came out and marched these guys up like the bloody Dutch colonizers.
Last game of the round, Tigers, Sharks, Golden Point, 20 to the Tigers, 18 to the Sharks.
I wish I looked into this bit more. I mean, easier to say now in hindsight, but yeah, the Tigers were an easy bet at those odds at home.
Was that the one that I picked? Oh, yeah, I picked that one.
Yeah, the Sharks still got that flakiness, eh?
Real
I think if
flaky.
one coach is on the chopping board soon, it might be Fitzgibbon.
Because I just said Tigers because I like the number, but then I was watching, I was like, yeah, Sharks got this. Nico Hines is one of the most frustrating players to watch, bro. I sit in the group chat, fuck, it was just annoying.
I think they had 4 or 5 chances, and after his first 3 duds, he just flicked it off to Trindle.
Yeah.
So it just kind of shows that, like, game like those kind of players, like a Nathan Cleary would want the the big moment at that to make the call. I was shocked.
I think every other team, maybe apart from those two teams, would have nailed their first chance in Golden Point. Because I don't know who takes the kick for the Tigers.
It would have to be Dewey, but he's like glass knees, man.
Damn it. Anyway, let's do some betting, fellas. Let's. Oh no, actually, sorry, my bad. The week that was in the NRL, best team.
I've got Canberra.
Okay.
They've won 4 in a row and 6 wins on the season. So yeah,
Chimes has
Canberra.
been doing this the wrong way.
Yeah, I still like them, man. Canberra.
Yeah. Okay. So are you doing best team for the month?
No, but I like their performance too. Their comeback was me.
Okay. Chazza, best team for you?
Well, yeah, I'll probably be Canberra as well. I had the Tigers, but yeah, I'll go Canberra.
I don't know. You don't say the Broncos.
Bro.
Oh,
You look at the quality of the opponent and how they did it. Yeah, it has to be the Broncos.
Hey, to be the best, you got to beat the best, as the old saying goes. That's got to be the Broncos for me as well, man.
Yeah.
Worst team?
I was going to go Knights, but I'll go Dragons.
I'm going Knights, man.
I'll go Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've gone Titans, mate. Yeah, just to get their undies pulled down like that. Best player last week?
Shout out to Payne Haas, said Aaron Clark, but this week I'm going with Terrell May for the Tigers. He's awesome, man.
Those stats are
And
crazy.
he had a big, head-to-head versus Adam Fanor Blake, and he matched him. Well, actually, he got the better of him. So.
Samoa beats Tonga again. And then he goes home and plays Call of Duty.
Yeah, no, he's awesome, man. Holy cow.
Chazza, your best player?
I had Tyrell May too, bro. His stats, carries. Bro, he played
85 minutes.
Yeah, bro. Oh, that's crazy, bro.
And then he went off at Benji for taking him off.
Yeah. Fuck, what that guy in Payne Haas doing like one game is what other starting props do in like 3.
Yeah.
He's amazing, man.
Torso, I'm all looking good, man. Zeke, what you got?
Best team, I'd say. Oh no, best player. Sorry, Sandon Smith.
Yeah.
I think stood up at in a big game. Yeah, looked like Mitch Pearce, the goat.
Adam Reynolds for me. Just the way he sliced that team apart on the field. Surgeon. Hey? Ooh, scalpel. Ooh. Not only was he cutting on the players' foe, he was cutting your butt. Best player in a losing team.
I've got, even though his team wasn't great around him, but I've got Beau Fumer, the second rower from Titans. He had a big game. He scored a try, 2 line breaks, 130 metres, 2 offloads and 48 tackles. Ooh. Yeah, so he went hard.
Chazza?
I've gone Will Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's leaving the end.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just like the way he plays, like real consistent. He's massive threat for the Sharks. It's just they just need a few more pieces to complete the teams. But yeah, I'm going Will Kennedy.
Nice.
I'll go Will Kennedy as well.
I've actually got Will Kennedy down as well. Like, he kept him in the game. If he just had some sort of support from that.
Nico.
Can you tell us what you said to us in the group about?
Well, fuck him.
Hey, man. My niece is a nephew.
No, I was talking about, like, he should play more like Fogarty. That plays for Canberra. Anyway, let's do some betting, boys. So are we sharing it? Are we sharing?
Nah, do our own ones. Last one.
He got close now. He's getting confident.
So bring a leg. Everyone's got their own multi that they're going to bring to the table. Chimes, do us the honours, man.
Sweet, I've got a 4-leg multi. My first leg is Broncos to win 1-12. They're paying $3.25. Warriors to win 1-12, paying $3.50. Greg Marju, the Knights winger, anytime try scorer, paying $2. And Tottenham to win, or minus 1.5, and they're playing Bodo Glimt in the UEFA. That's combined odds $41.86.
Sorry, I only laugh when you say Tottenham because I see him laugh. And then he makes me laugh.
I look at you and you make me laugh. I think of all the people in our messages, always whenever Tottenham play, they just laugh. Dude.
Yeah. No, I think like they've been inconsistent lately, but I think this is a time where they're going to score at least 3 goals against a team that's made a Cinderella team, Bodo Glimt, to get this far. But they're playing in London, and yes, Tottenham are going to win big.
Nice. Chazza?
I'm going. I got a 3-leg multi. Feeling multi.
Post that picture.
I've got the Highlanders versus Moana. Either team to win under 7.5, paying $2.45. The Hurricanes Chiefs game. I've got the Hurricanes to win the first half and Chiefs finishing the game. Winning the second half, paying $6.50. And the Blues Force total points between 41 and 50, paying $4. I don't know what my thing is, bro. I need that calculator.
Don't worry, we'll calculate at the end.
Yeah, probably like 30 something, $40.
Man, I've only got one over $2.
He's going for
That's all good. Hey, that's all good. Hey,
It's 5 legs. 5 legs.
yeah.
Oh, 5 legger. Oh.
I've got Roosters to win $1.82, Warriors to win $2.10, Tigers to win $1.82, the New South Wales Women's who are playing Thursday night, and Ryan Pappenhausen to score. Oh, sorry, the New South Wales Women's even money,
Yeah.
and Pappenhausen $1.95.
Nice work there,
And
man.
that's 25 to 66.
Hey, establishing his dominance. Hey. 5 legs. Well, let me show you my 3 legs. My first one, I got the Bulldogs minus 11.5 versus the Titans. I don't think there can be any sort of ambush. The Bulldogs will be disappointed, and also the guys that are suspended. Fuck, you're useless anyway. Cowboys minus 1.5 versus the Warriors. I like the Cowboys spine. I really do. I think they'll do a job on the Warriors. Might be a slow start, but in the end, the real team will win. And then my third leg, Raiders 5.5. I think 5.5 versus Storm at $2. And that's it. Yeah.
Damn. No, I'm not going to say anything.
Say it. No. Yeah, go on.
No, all those. So, you had the Bulldogs
Yep.
to cover,
Yep.
and the other one was the big favourite was the Storm.
No, I'm taking the Raiders plus points.
Oh, okay. I thought you were taking the. Okay.
No.
No more damn.
Yeah, so that's it. I think my total just comes to $6.62.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Nah.
Be better than that.
It'll be bigger than that.
$1.82, $2.
Oh. Damn.
No, hey, guys, I want to win you money. It's not about egos, okay? Hey, now it is time for Lock or Laugh. This is the bet that everyone has researched really, really well. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes?
Nah.
No? Anyway, this is the main event. Chimes, what's your lock for this week?
My lock this week is the Knights to win against the Rabbitohs. The Knights have been bad, probably the worst attack in the NRL, but I think they're due for a win. And I think they're going to get that against the Souths, who are missing.
He's laughing. He's laughing already. Oh my God, he's laughing. It's called Lock or Laugh. You know, anyone can laugh at the bet. So,
Yeah.
so Charlie, without saying anything, disagrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I finish or not? Should we just...
I'm just looking at Nate.
Yeah, no, the Rabbitohs have got Latrell, Whiteson and Walker out. So I'm worried about Wayne Bennett, but I think the Knights are going to win.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I gave him that bet.
Chimes knows me, bro. Me and Chimes are supporters, mate. We just. I've got the Drua versus the Reds playing in Fiji, but I got the Reds to cover 3.5, paying $1.90. So that's right. Minus 3.5.
Yeah.
That's at
Let's
Churchill
cover.
Park, Fiji. Ooh.
Is it?
That's the fortress for the draw. If
Let's
they're
say
playing
like
there,
Tucker.
that's where they beat the Chiefs and the Waratahs.
Yeah, I'm sure.
How come you keep picking against the Fijians in Fiji? Like, what's the problem?
Oh, it's not so much the Fiji. I just think it's their form. Like, if you can just go and you send a good team, if you can just push like in that first 20 minutes, and obviously the Reds have got enough firepower across the park that they should find enough holes.
Yeah.
To take up the opportunity. So, but I haven't seen the Reds team list yet. But
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's a nice Bills. Zeke?
This goes against everything that I...
Do it.
My lock is a try scorer. It's Tamika Upton, and she's the Queensland women's fullback, $2.50. I think New South Wales should be favoured, but this Queensland spine's pretty good, man. I love watching this comp. the NRLW one. Nah, I'm being serious, bro. Like, from a betting perspective, bro.
Benny Dunny! This guy! I love watching this guy.
How serious you was? Are we locked?
The skill level at the... Yeah, really. I'd rather watch them than my Broncos. You know, the way that they spread the ball and the direction of the attack. The women are just... This horny guy, man.
Bro.
Horny as
When I
viewing.
win my bet, you're kicked off the show.
Hey, you're the same guy that said no try scorers. And now
You're
doing
kicked
try
off the
scorers.
show.
Anyway, we'll see.
The best one, this goes against everything.
Oh, you bastards.
Real simple, my lock this week. Dean
Shut up, man.
Dean Mariner, anytime try scorer versus the Panthers. So
What's he paying?
$1.87.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Let's go, Luppy, son. Let's go.
Yeah. Serious now, guys. Serious.
Oh, bro.
Want to do some quickfire? Quickfire. Start off with the Super Rugby. Friday, Blues versus the Force.
Blues.
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 Drua Reds.
Drua.
Reds.
Reds.
Drua. Hurricanes Chiefs.
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 Brumbies Waratahs.
Brumbies.
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 Waratahs. Highlanders Moana.
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 Wait, who did you say?
Highlanders.
Or Moana.
Highlanders, sorry.
Highlanders. It's down south, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Highlanders. Let's move to the NRL Friday night. Sharks versus the Eels. It's Magic Round, so all the games are in Brisbane. Sharks versus the Eels.
Sharks.
Okay, Eels.
This is the toughest game to pick, eh?
Yeah.
I'll go Eels. Yeah, Eels.
I want to jump on the bandwagon. I want to go Eels. Roosters Dolphins.
Go Roosters.
I'll go Dolphins since it's in Suncorp.
Yeah, that's tough. I'll go Roosters.
Dolphins. Rabbitohs Knights.
Knights.
Rabbitohs.
Knights.
I'll go Rabbitohs. Warriors Cowboys.
Warriors.
Cowboys.
Warriors.
Cowboys. Tigers Dragons.
Tigers.
Tigers.
Tigers, easy.
Tigers. Titans Bulldogs.
Doggies.
Yeah, doggies.
Titans.
Doggies.
Ooh.
Broncos Panthers.
Broncos.
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 Broncos. Storm Raiders.
Storm.
Raiders.
Nice.
Storm, but bet the Raiders.
Yeah.
I'll go Raiders. Hey, that's all our quick fire this week, man. Do you have any?
You guys ruined the tempo of the show.
Hey, man. Oh man.
Q&A.
Yeah, Q&A.
All right, we've got about 6 here. Oh, obviously, you just answered it with the Sanders news. Someone's asked, do you watch college football? What's the best program and your thoughts on Sanders?
The best college program.
Yeah.
It used to be Alabama with Nick Saban, but I think now that there's NIL, college athletes get paid, it's changed the landscape completely.
Oh, real?
Yeah, so it's like, I think there's still going to be like the big superpowers, and like the SEC is like the best like conference, but I feel like a lot of it is still up in the air because certain teams can pay more money than others. Like, you know that Samoan quarterback? I think it's Nico. How do you pronounce the last name? Yamanalava or something like that. Like, he's amazing talent. He's playing at Tennessee, and he left because he wanted to get paid more money by Tennessee. And then they were like, nah, we're not going to be held to, put over a barrel and pay your demands. So now he went to the transfer portal, and now I think he's with another, maybe
UCLA.
Clemson. Oh, UCLA, is it?
Yeah.
And like, he'll still be drafted next year in the NFL, likely round 1. But like, now that athletes are being able to dictate how much they get paid, it's changing. Like, Nick Saban got it at the right time because he can't do the under the table payments or just base it on culture and team winning.
It's really
now
hard
money talks.
because you know, I think Tyler Warren's a good example, like the tight end coming out of Penn State. Like he sat behind other tight ends, but the way the kids are now with the nil deal, if they don't want to wait behind another guy, they'll just go to another school.
Transfer portal.
Yeah.
You'll be
Mags
like, Mags,
that.
I want to go to Sacred Heart now because Charlie's going to pay me more money, whatever it is. It's like, so I think the loyalty of like, or the scholarship, that doesn't mean it much because the best players, they can just name their price and go get paid it.
Your brand deals.
Yeah, like kids are getting paid millions of dollars and they haven't even paid a snap.
A lot of these guys are getting paid less in the NFL.
Yeah, and they want to stay in college
Sanders,
longer. To get paid more money. they get drafted in the 5th round, like Shedeur.
Yeah.
Shedeur's going to make less money playing in the NFL.
Yeah.
So
this question is for Charlie. Your favorite and least favorite countries to travel to while you were playing?
Italy will be my favourite. My family's over there and stuff.
what about Italy though? What made you like it so much?
Oh, just the history.
I heard there's no ugly people walking in the streets there, eh?
Yeah, Europe in general, I think is.
Great way at avoiding the question, but
I'm saying in Europe is all.
Yeah.
The worst.
Samoa.
Nah, man, I love Samoa. I don't know.
you're a good man. Yeah, you're a good man.
Come on, give on.
The worst one.
You say Newcastle, Australia?
Probably Argentina.
Hey.
Yeah, because it's. Yeah, I don't know. There's just so much like.
I don't believe that. I need to go see that for myself.
Yeah, oh man, it's part of the show. We can all do the research together.
Because a lot of Nazis went there after the World War.
No, I think it's like a lot of poverty.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
Like
getting better
you can
now,
have
though.
like in Buenos Aires, that's where we would always go. Like our hotel would be here, and the slums is just across the road. And then you'll go like maybe a block up, and then there's a abandoned building. Like it's just all mixed in together. Like it's not a. There are beautiful places too, but
Would you have a hectic security detail for that?
yeah, and they're ruthless, eh? So you have like cop cars, and then you have bikes, motorbikes, and there's about maybe 6 of them. They're like squat guys, 2 on each bikes, and the one guy will be driving, and the other guy's at the back, and he's got the stick that the police have, and he's just banging the cars to move off, to piss off. Like if you're in the way of the bus, they like tap nicely, and then they just whack it, boom, and they just go like that.
Damn. At least we've got something in common. We both had police vehicle
Escorts.
details.
Would it be better now with is it Milei running the show?
Isn't he?
The president.
He's the man, eh?
Yeah.
What country? He?
Argentina.
Yeah, Argentina.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, see, one crazy story, because you know how their inflation's like.
The money's worth nothing.
Yeah, like it got real bad. Like some of the locals would say, you would catch a bus in the morning and it'll be $2, and on the way back home it'll be like $3.50 or something. Because inflation's it's growing in the day. That's just how bad their money was.
Well, the taxi drivers just inflation.
And when you shop there, they advise you to take out US dollars.
Yeah.
And then pay in US dollars. Because that doesn't lose value, and instead of pesos, because you just got to have a whole stack of pesos, because it's all in. You just got to keep carrying more and more to just pay for that ice cream. Like
It's going to sound like a dumb question, but are the pesos, are they in coins? Or?
nah, it's in notes.
You know when you watch the old like Free Amigos movies?
Hey, guapo.
Oh, you guys showed your age, bro. This one's for all of us. What sporting moment would you have loved to seen live?
For me, it would be 2011, Darren Lockyer's last game, broken jaw, kicks the field goal.
Dragons.
Yeah, Dragons.
Bloody Gerard Beale.
Bro, I reckon they would have won that year, man, with Lockyer.
Because we played Matt Gillett at 5'8" against Manly.
Bro, we got...
What about you, Chimes?
Fuck, that's a good one, man.
Some hipster American.
Nah,
event.
I mean, definitely for Niners winning a Super Bowl. Probably, yeah, Joe Montana and the Niners winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Maybe that's, or even the one with Steve. Yeah, there's so many. Like there were 6 times that they won that I could have gone. Or sorry, 5. But Yeah, I'll go to Niners Super Bowl. Even the one that they lose, seeing them in any Super Bowl would be amazing. Yeah, but 49ers for sure.
Toy versus University.
I see that every week, man. That's no, yeah, I don't know. I'd love to go see LeBron play, and like if I look back when he, they were with the Cavs and they were down 3-1, and probably watching the Game 7. That game would have been awesome game to see.
Yeah,
That is too many, eh?
Yeah.
hard.
Imagine being there in the Thriller in Manila.
Oh, like damn, I think like that. Shit, yeah, fucking fight.
Would we have to sit in a different section? Outside, boy.
I don't know, man. Probably like a Tyson fight back in somewhere in Vegas.
Tua Ruiz. Ruiz. I don't know much about UFC, but I would have loved to watch that Bigfoot Mark Hunt fight live. Just watching, like the guys just get covered in blood. Like I don't really know anything, but it was just cool watching a guy that's going toe to toe like that and not blocking their heads.
All right, next one. You know this whole 100 men versus a gorilla thing that's going on at the moment? Someone asked, what's the largest animal you think you could beat in a fight to the death? Be realistic.
A Westie.
A Westie.
Man, I'm pretty scared of animals.
Bro, no, animals scare me, man.
Yeah, I know.
Different power, eh?
Like even like an angry cat will make me look twice.
Yeah. I'm scared of rats, man. So what? Ant?
Smallest animal.
No, biggest animal.
Oh, biggest animal. Man, I want to go donkey.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
I reckon I could take a donkey.
I don't think you can.
Honestly, check hold.
What are we, Chimes?
Yeah, I was thinking a donkey too. I thought there may be a zebra.
What ladder are you going to use?
On your back. Taxi rules.
Charlie's probably the only one that'll win.
Yeah.
The gorilla look at Charlie and go, brother.
I'm just trying to think. I don't even know. Probably a dog. Oh no, hold on. Oh no. Right, my brain is just trying to think of animals now.
We're going to get pulled up by the SPCA.
Call them out, just say, everyone line up your pets.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kangaroo? I reckon you could take a kangaroo.
They got hands though.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I'll just take kangaroo. I don't know. Like, you reckon you could take him, but like it's just the unknown. Like, obviously being in front of kangaroo and then like. Just,
I reckon they'll take you in the striking, but with your wrestling.
What kind of wrestling?
Help me.
Hey.
What? I'm the host, man.
Come on.
I don't know. I'll probably just kick a dog. That's it. I don't know, bro. Ooh. Do we have any travel plans for like sporting events?
Eventually. Like, you know, hey man, it's only our 3rd month, man. Relax.
If we keep losing these bets, man.
I would like to go somewhere at the end of the year.
Yeah. What is on the end of the year? We'll go Brazil. All down here, bleach blonde.
I'm down for that. Like,
That's when they do it.
Yeah.
December.
Because I'd like to go and help out, you know, just take Charlie to their rugby clinics and stuff.
Oh,
just,
that'd be cool.
Yeah. The neighborhoods.
Hey. And then we'll get pulled up in the favela. Josie Aldo walks out. 2 more. How did this crew come together? Let me tell you. World Vision. Nah, you tell it, Nate, and I'll correct him if he's lying. He's been lying all week.
Nah, man. Just I've always said this to Zeke. Like, bro, this knowledge that he has should be shared with the world. Like, the way he views sports, the way my experiences with Zeke telling me off for some of the bets that I've made and not cashing out or just dumb stuff. but also the way he explains himself, how eloquent he is, how smart he is, how good with numbers he is. Like, it was just hidden away in Twitter. Like, and he was just hanging out with the right-wing people.
That's still loud.
And I was like, come out of the shadows, Wolves. We need to make you mainstream. And I was like, caught up with Charlie. And like, man, it's always good to have someone that knows sport. Like, sport on a different level as far as what you've done. And Chimes is just electric in whatever field, like whether it's partying, sport, working out, statistics. He's just got that personality that'll just glue you in, right? Yeah, that was it.
But how the show came across. So Nate came out of jail. And I get this message. Oh, you want to come? Staying at a bail house?
Yeah.
And I went around. I was like, oh yeah, sweet. Easy. I'll get to see him. I haven't seen him in a few years. I get there and the first thing he says is, I've got an idea. I'm an innocent man. And then he's like, we'll start a sports show. I was like, that's the worst idea I've ever heard. And now...
It's actually, we started out on the Next to the Nate show.
Yeah.
And and there's a couple of episodes or like Instagram stories that I still hold on to because it was the most fucking budget video you've ever seen with no microphones. We posted up a story on the Instagram page and then Louis hit me up. He's like, don't ever. we had this crusty little whiteboard with numbers on it and we're trying to explain it and people were like, what is this?
And Sadie was holding the phone.
My daughter, when we woke up my daughter to come hold the phone and she's like, how long? It's like, just film it.
And all those bets hit too. I give it a 4, I think.
Yes.
Man. Good times. Now I'm 6 hours in a row.
But yeah, man. Like, it's only gonna get better because we all love talking sport. I mean, you guys are great at what you do, so sky's the limit, man. Unless someone gets arrested.
That's cool.
3 chimes. No, that's all.
Cool. Another fun week of hanging out with you boys. Good luck to everyone with your bets. If you are playing along at home and you're writing stuff down, remember, only bet what you can afford. Like, we don't want you calling that number or trying to message us. Like, please don't message us.
Call the number anyway.
Yeah, call the number. But yeah. You guys look after yourselves. Brothers, we'll see you next week. We're out of here. Peace.
Thanks, boys.
Peace.